Hi, hello, it's me again. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sarah, and I make all the book content, book hauls, book reviews, book recommendations, reading vlogs, all the stuff. So if that's what you're into, you should subscribe and we could be besties for the rest of ever. Today, I really am just making it up as I go, but I have I want to say 7, maybe 8 books that I'm currently reading, and I need to just finish all of them because it's taking me so long to actually get through them. I get like halfway through and then I'm like, I'll try something different, but I want to go back and finish those books. So let's go over the list. First up is Two Twisted Crowns, and I have book club tomorrow, and One Dark Window was the book club pick. And a couple of the people read Two Twisted Crowns as well. So I wanted to finish this before book club just so that I would be able to chat about it if I need to. But after talking to some of the girls from book club, some people didn't even read the first book and some people only read the first one. Does that make sense? Yes, I hope so. So I wouldn't be the only one who didn't read the second book, and honestly don't super care if it's spoiled for me. So basically this video is to figure out if I'm going to continue reading it or just DNF it and take it off my Goodreads completely. I'm 39% into this book and I do not care what happens to these characters. I'm not super invested, like the romance isn't even keeping me intrigued at this point, which is saying a lot. Then I have a e-arc that I got sent by Carly Brenna for her 4th book in her Bell Buckle series. It's called Bite the Bullet. I was 23% into it before I put it down. I don't think I was in the mood for a cowboy romance when I was reading it, so I didn't want to push through and then not rate it highly because I just wasn't in the mood for it. So I could definitely be in a cowboy romance mood, so I think that one's definitely gonna get read. Then I have Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. I got to 57% into this book, and I don't know if this is just a me problem. It started to get too serious for me. It wasn't the like fluffy romance that I was wanting it to be. It was like, wow, these are very serious problems that we're dealing with, and I don't have the mental capacity to deal with that right now. I've got my own problems. So I definitely want to finish it because I was loving it. I just need to put on my big girl pants and finish reading it. Then I have If I Asked You to Say It by Brianna Remus. I got to 49% into this book. This is written by one of the girls in my book club. This was more, I talked to Brianna about it. She said it was more like women's fiction with some romance in it, and the rest of the series is more romance heavy. But I was expecting more romance, and then I was like, okay, now that I know that, I'll pause this and go read something that's romance heavy because that's what I was wanting at the time. So 49% into this, and I have the little tabbies to match the book. It's so cute. Like, look at that, gorgeous. But I do want to finish this, and it is a signed edition, which I love. And yeah, I just needed to be in the mood for it. This is the problem. I feel like this is like the life of a mood reader. I'm in the middle of 17 different things. Then I am listening to Under Lock and Key by Lana Ferguson on Spotify. I'm 84% in, and we just got to like the big thing that's happening, and I'm like, yes, I've been waiting for this moment. I just haven't had time really to sit down and listen to an audiobook because I paused that audiobook to start the Iron Flame graphic audio, and then I finished that right before Onyx Storm came out, and then I've been reading Onyx Storm the last couple days. So I did like it. I loved the narrators, and so I definitely want to get back into that one. Then we have another Kindle read, which is Unravel Me by Becca Mack. I've been wanting to read this for so long, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm 15% in. Yes, I am in my hockey romance era, and I really, really like this book. I love these characters. I did pause Unravel Me to do the Iron Flame and Onyx Storm reads, so I'm very excited to get back to it because I was having the best time. And then the last one, I just started this last night instead of, continuing to read the books that I should be reading. Protect by Paisley Hope. Look at him. Look at him. I'm gonna put the cover up here, like in color. He's beautiful. He's beautiful, Your Honor. I love him. I'm only 7% into this book, and I'm obsessed. His name's Rowan already. That's a good sign. I haven't met a Rowan that I don't like. So his name's Rowan, her name's Violet, and yeah, we're gonna have a little it feels like second chance romance, but I don't think it's second chance. It's single mom. He's a firefighter. She's a nurse in the burn unit. I wonder what's gonna happen. So this has basically become just what my life is like as a mood reader. So first I need to figure out what mood I'm in to pick from, because I have plenty of options to pick from the books that I currently have available to me, and then we're gonna go from there. Okay, me again. So this is my dresser, and I've been neglecting her. I need to empty out the drawers, figure out what I'm keeping, what I'm giving away, all that jazz. And so I figured I'll listen to Under Lock and Key while I do that. I'm trying to be productive this weekend because my fiance's out of town and I just want to focus up, okay? So I have time to myself. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna do this. I gotta clean that second bedroom too. I have things to do. So please enjoy what I think is going to be a time lapse of me cleaning out my drawers. I'm on chapter 31, of Under Lock and Key. I'm gonna go through all of these drawers and figure my life out. Hello, I'm back. I finished getting all that stuff done with my dresser. I cleaned the second bedroom and now I am done. I have finished Under Lock and Key by Lana Ferguson. Now I'm really torn on what I want to rate this book. I think it's 5 stars. And if it is 5 stars, it would be my first 5-star of the year, which is very special. But my only reason for being like, well, maybe it's not 5 stars is because it's taken me so long to listen to it. But it's because I paused to do other things, to read other books, to listen to Iron Flame. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, so I've just been like doing other things with my time. But it's so good. I loved the duet narration. It's not like she does all of the women's parts in his POV. She only does her lines in his POV and then vice versa. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. Like his accent, perfection. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. Like I had a great time, and then like the plot line was great. The spice was spicing, so I really have no complaints. It was a little slow in the beginning, but like whatever. I think it's gonna be 5 stars. It's either that or a 4.5, but the only person I'm arguing with is myself, so I think it's gonna be a 5-star. I need to write the review for it. I need to write the review for Onyx Storm because I never did that. And then I think, here's the dilemma. I just cracked my fingers. Oh, also look, I picked out some new stickers for my Kindle. The thing is, as I was cleaning up the second bedroom, I saw the blanket that I'm making for my grandma, and I was like, oh, I need to actually finish that, 1. 2, there's a bunch of hockey games on today, of course. And 3, oh wait, let me actually double check that third thing. I don't think that any of the books that are on my list are available on Spotify. No, I don't think any of them are on Spotify. So I would have to start a new audiobook, which is very tempting. But the whole purpose was to not start a new book and to finish the 7, I think it was 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, the 8 books, now 7, that I'm currently reading. So I feel like I should just sit and read, but I'm wanting to crochet or cross stitch because I'm working on that other cross stitch project for my nephew, and he's gonna be born in like 4 days. So there's a lot that I need to do in that department. So I'm just trying to figure out like what am I gonna do? Am I going to cross stitch or crochet and then start a new audiobook while a hockey game is playing? Or do I just sit down and read? Please, let me know what you think I'm gonna choose, because I still don't know. Okay, wrote my reviews, lunch break. They got some banh mi tacos with cucumber, carrot, avocado. I'm about to tear these up. It's 4 p.m. I should have had lunch way sooner, but I got caught up doing stuff. So I ended up looking for an audiobook. I think I'm gonna go with Unsteady. I think by Peyton, can't remember her last name. First name's Peyton. It's on my physical TBR and my 25 in 2025, so I'd be knocking that out. But that's if I decide to listen to an audiobook. I'm going to finish eating this and I'll probably put on a hockey game and then read a book while that plays. I've got some gluten-free, dairy-free cookies, trying these out for the first time. I'm watching Too Hot to Handle. Books have not been read since I finished Under Lock and Key, but I'll get to it. I don't know if I told you, I'm on a new diet. No gluten, no dairy, so I hope these breathe some life back into me. Also, I changed into this hoodie. If you've been around for a while, you've seen these squares, but I'm working on making a cardigan for, these can't all be the same size. I know some of them are bigger. I'm working on making a cardigan and I'm gonna turn it into, it's like the lightning colors, but I need, I think, 40 of these. I have 14. So I decided I'm going to put on an audiobook while I watch a hockey game, and I'm going to crochet because I feel like crocheting. And I almost started a new project just now. I almost did, where it's like making a square for every book that I read and like basing it off the genre, like the color off the genre. But I'd have to go to the store right now and go buy more crochet stuff when I have a bunch of yarn sitting here waiting for me to use it. Yeah, so I need to work on these. I think I have more of these somewhere else. I don't know where, because I didn't just make 4 of these cream color ones. I know there's more somewhere else. So I gotta find those. I'm gonna crochet, I'm gonna listen to a new book. So let's get into it. It's by Peyton Kareen. I have the physical book, so we'll knock it off. The amount of time it took me, the thing I've been crocheting is like a way bigger hook, way bigger yarn, so it's just like go, go, go. And then with the nails that I just put on like the other day, to do this tiny little stitching, it's just that first row is always the hardest. Everything else will be gravy after that, but yeah. Anyways, I'm going to continue listening. I really like the male narrator. I was torn between 3 books, Collide, Falling for Gage, and Unsteady. And I did like the little Audible sample things to just listen to the narrators real quick. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go with Unsteady. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna crochet. Like, I'm literally a grandma, but it's fine. It's a Saturday night. I think today's Gasparilla too. Like, it's a Saturday night and I'm at home crocheting in my hockey romance era t-shirt, watching hockey, listening to a hockey romance. Anyways, I'll keep you updated. I have updates for you. So I only read a little bit of Protect last night, but guys, I'm loving this. I'm loving it. So this is, I'm thinking, brother's best friend, but her brother passed away like 5 years ago and he blames himself. It's very, very that going on. She's back in her small town. She's a single mom. Love it. And then as for Unsteady, I'm 18% into Unsteady. I really like it. Like, I'm really enjoying that one as well. It feels like we're gonna get a lot of healing in this one. I hope they heal because they both need it. It's giving like kind of the same energy as The Goal by Elle Kennedy. She's not pregnant, but The Goal and Elle Kennedy, in that like the girl has a similar home life, and I don't know, just the vibe between the two of them is just giving me that. So yeah, I have book club today. I was supposed to finish Two Twisted Crowns. Well, I guess not supposed to. I finished One Dark Window, but Two Twisted Crowns was like on my list of things to read, and I don't think I'm going to read it. So unless the girls at book club today are like, it was so amazing, you have to read it, I might consider it, but I'm not gonna like for sure read it. And then I think I don't have book club until I don't have to get ready for book club for like another 2.5 hours. So I think I'm just going to read this. And yeah, I also want to watch the Chiefs play the Bills tonight. So I got to make sure to leave book club in time to get home for the Bills game. Yeah, it's the Bills game, not the Chiefs game. This is not a Chiefs household. So sorry. I'm really excited to watch that. So I'm going to read while I watch that as well. I'm just vibing today. So got my new little Kindle stickers. You know, I've been thinking, because I'm reading everybody's reviews on Onyx Storm, and I've developed a lot of theories. I'm thinking of doing a reread already, but I'm like, why would I do that? That book was so long and I didn't even like it. So why would I do that to myself? I was left alone in the craft store for too long and I spent far too much money. But I got these cute little things of yarn and I'm working on, I'm making little dragons for my nephews. So I got a red bundle of yarn and I'm working on this one for my oldest nephew. His favorite color is red. I got 3 of them, okay? So then I got blue. I don't know who's gonna get the blue one. But then I also got this like lime green and I'm making them all matching little dragons because I love them. So I'm listening to Unsteady while I do that. I've never made anything like this before and I've just like convinced myself that I can. We'll see if it actually goes well. I am 44% into Unsteady. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I can't wait to see where it goes. I'm having a great time with that. And I'm having a great time with Protect as well. I'm 25% into it. It's definitely giving, you know, second chance romance, brother's best friend. I can't wait to like really get into it, but I'm at like 25%, I'm pretty sure. I read like just a little bit last night because I couldn't sleep. 26, I'm on chapter 14. I'm having a great time with this thing. Okay, so that, and then listening to this. So I'm listening to this while I learn how to do this because I've literally never done this before. And then I was thinking, like, oh, look at his little dragon head. I think by putting the stuffing in, it'll like fill it out a little bit. I think I messed up right here. So we'll see. But I ordered the filling on Amazon and it's getting here today. So I had to leave an extra long tail on that. And now I'm gonna start on the body, but I was considering making the heads for the blue and the green one to be at the same stage for all of them, but I feel like I should just fully make one and then make the other 2. Or does it make sense to do it like that, where it's like, which way should I do it? Because I have the head of this one and that's it. So I can go back in the video and rewatch it and do the head of this one and the head of this one. Then that way, oh, now I don't know. Or do I move on to the body of this one? Send help. You guys, I'm back. It's me. I hope you missed me. All yesterday, I went to the beach with my fiance and I read Protect by Paisley Hope. I'm 39% into it and I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this book. It's so stinking good. And he's hot. Okay, I don't make the rules. Now, as for the audiobook, because I feel like the last time I updated you was a while ago.
Chapter 20.
I am 59% into the audiobook. And let me show you. I'm just using this to hold all of the pieces together. But I'm currently, I finished all of the separate pieces for this dragon that I'm making for my nephew. And so I'm starting to sew them together. So here's his head and his little body. I only have one leg sewn on, and then the other ones are just clipped in place. I need to sew those on. But so the goal today is to, this is so cute, you guys. Like, this is adorable. The goal today though is to completely sew together the dragon while I listen to Unsteady. And I'm just really excited. I hope it comes out okay. If not, it's okay because I have all of the stuff to make another one in this color, and then as well as the other two that I need to make. But it's coming along pretty well. I mean, the stuffing's starting to come out around like the seams where I sewed because the needle had to go through, but I'm really liking it. I think it's really cute. I've never made anything like this. I've only really made like blankets and like granny squares, like things that are very simple as far as crocheting goes. And I will say this pattern was really easy to follow, super simple, but I never made anything like this. So I'll check back with you later, but I'm going to work on this. You already know. Got the matcha latte. And yeah, I'm just gonna sew this together and I will show you this hopefully later today when I'm done. But yeah, and then I'm gonna, first all the little leggies, and then I have his wings, which are white on one side and red on the top. So I'm just gonna go like, it's gonna be so cute. I hope he loves it. And my baby nephew is gonna be born today. My sister-in-law's going in to have the baby. I'm so excited. So I'm just living my best auntie life right now. I didn't do like a bunch of reading yesterday. I haven't done a bunch of reading this week, period. But my virtual book club, we decided on a book club date. So now I'm like, oh, I need to hurry up and read that book, which is City of Ruin, which is the second book in the Witch Collector series. So I need to read that. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish Unsteady and then I'm gonna jump into City of Ruin as far as audiobooks go. And then if I'm gonna read a physical book, it's going to be Protect, but I'm mostly going to just be listening to audiobooks while I work on this. And yeah, great news, great news. Okay, I finished the first dragon. I don't know if I said this already. I'm making 3. I had the red yarn, hold on. Then I have this blue yarn and that like greenish yarn. Different colors for each of them. So I'm gonna show you this dragon. This is the first thing like this I've ever made, okay? So please, be nice to me. But look at him, the little tiny ears. Don't look at him too long because like there's definitely some things that are, but little dragon. So yeah. I finished this and let's see where I'm at in my audiobook, but 71%. I will definitely be finishing the audiobook today, especially because I'm gonna start working on the second and third dragon. I'm gonna work on the other 2 dragons. So what I'm gonna do now, you didn't ask, I'm gonna make each part of both dragons before I start sewing everything together. I really like it. I really hope my nephew likes it. And yeah, I can't wait. Good morning. It's me again. Hi. I know you missed me. You missed me. I missed you too. I finished Unsteady yesterday. I had the physical copy and I was just listening to the audiobook. This might be one of my favorite hockey romances of all time. It was so good. This is definitely more like heavy topics discussed throughout. It's not gonna be like a fluffy, like super quick, spicy read, okay? It's more like, it's basically like the main character, a hockey player, struggles with anxiety and PTSD. And then the female main character is like not wanting to feel anything and like running away from her problems. And it's just like the two of them together, it's just so special. Like, this is the perfect balance of everything that I like in a book. It has like the emotional element, because if a book doesn't make me cry, it's not really a top tier book in my opinion. Like, if you got your words on a piece of paper to make me cry, yep, that is a top tier book. So we got the emotional damage. We have the hockey player, figure skater moment, love it. And then like obviously the spice is there. This man loves to eat. He is constantly on his knees, and I'm not mad at him. But it was like, oh, again, oh, here we are again. Love to see it. So we got the spice. We have like everything that you love about hockey romances mixed in with the emotional side of like this girl that's trying to get custody of her two brothers. And it's just like, it was just so good. Like, I had such a fantastic time reading this. It was everything. So I have these two baskets for the other two dragons that I'm making for my nephews. My little baby nephew was born last night, and I'm already obsessed with him. Like, I literally had a dream about him the day that my sister-in-law took her pregnancy test, which was crazy. Like, I woke up and I texted her like, hey, I had a dream last night that like you guys had another boy. And she was like, I literally just took a pregnancy test and it's positive. I dreamed him up. And then in a separate dream a couple months later, I dreamed that he had black hair because the other two are blonde. And he has black hair, so I'm so obsessed with him already. I'm so excited. So the goal for today, right now I made the head, the body, the ears, the legs for both of them already, and then the wings for one of them. So I need to finish the wings on the other one, and then I need to make the horns, the eyes, and I think that's the only thing left. The horns and the eyes for both of them, and then sew them together, and hopefully by the end of today these will be done, and then I can bring them to my little nephews. I'm so excited. Yeah, look at a little wing. I really hope they like them. But yeah, so I'm just gonna be working on this. I think I'm gonna start a new audiobook. I do wanna go through, I got Audible. They sent me a thing that was like $6 a month for 3 months, and then the full price after that. And I was like, yeah, I'll take it. So I need to listen to City of Ruin actually, now that I think about it. Back to this real quick. I loved it so much. And the next one comes out like next week. You already know I'm picking that up immediately. Immediately. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. And like the headphones on the cover, like they share music with each other as like their way to bond. So it turns into like a friends to lovers. Oh, it's so good. With that being said, I think it's time to get to crocheting, and I'm going to listen to I think it's called City of Ruin, book 2 after The Witch Collector. Yeah. Okay, I woke up this morning and realized, oh my gosh, I need to get the video out today, so I guess we gotta wrap the video up. But some updates. I tried to listen to City of Ruin, and I just felt so lost the first like 2-3 chapters, and I was like, I can't focus on this and also like count the stitches because I was crocheting. So I was like, I can't do both of those things. It was easy to listen to Unsteady while I was crocheting because I don't have to think about the world, you know? I don't have to think about like the fantasy element or like where we last left off because it's a brand new book. Hockey romance, pretty straightforward. It was really easy to follow, but for a fantasy, it's really hard for me to focus on counting and the fantasy world. Okay, so I'm not completely done with all of the dragons. However, I will have them done today. So this is the one for my oldest nephew. These are so cute. I only need, okay, this is the one for my youngest nephew. I just need to put his like the eye part on. But other than that, this one's done. Aren't they so cute? Like, I love them. Oops, there we go. I love them. And then this is for my middle nephew. I need to actually like do the whole face, but the body's intact. So yeah, look at how cute. I love them. They're so cute. I really hope my nephews like these. But yeah, so this is what I will be working on the rest of today, and then I need to edit this video. But that is a week in my life as a mood reader. I feel like the goal of the video was to finish the books that I was in the middle of, and none of that happened. I didn't finish a single one of those. Instead, I started 2 new books. So I think I'm like 50-something% into Protect, loving it. I just haven't had time to like sit down and like read it with my eyeballs, but still having a good time. But if you've watched this far, we're officially besties, so hi. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.